Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I thought today we would do Wellness Wednesday on a refresher to myself as to why I am choosing to follow a ketogenic lifestyle if I'm not trying to actively lose weight. A little while back, I did a live stream just sort of talking about my numbers, talking about where I was. I was sitting here on this front porch actually, and I got a comment on a replay viewer asking this exact question, and I'm really glad that they did. It is, what are you trying to accomplish? You aren't obese, and I haven't heard you mention having diabetes or other disease. And I got to thinking about that question. I follow keto because it makes me feel the best out of everything I've tried. And I care a lot because I want to feel my best. First things first, I am not a healthcare practitioner. I am not a doctor. I have no medical training whatsoever. This is this channel is 100% based on my personal experience, what I'm actively doing. This is a descriptive channel, never a prescriptive channel. So anything that you see me do does not mean that I am suggesting you should do that as well. Always check with your own healthcare practitioners. So I kind of got to thinking, why do I follow a ketogenic lifestyle? And then that sort of spiraled into a whole plethora of thoughts and ideas. Why do we do anything in life? And generally, it's because we believe that it will either improve our situation or it will give us something we don't already have. Ultimately, I follow a ketogenic lifestyle because I am following the old adage that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and I would much rather be proactive in my health and my wellness rather than reactive when I'm already sick and struggling with my health. So I went through and I put down a whole list of reasons as to why I want to, as to why it just supports the reason I follow this way of living. I do feel my best when I am not eating sugar, when I'm not eating carbs. I do have TMJ disorder, which is inflammation in my mandibles. And there's not a sufficient amount of cartilage between my mandibles. So whenever I exacerbate inflammation in my body, my jaw, the pain is unbearable for me. Reducing sugar is the number one way that I have been able to alleviate that particular issue in my body. I have had family members who have gone through Alzheimer's, dementia, diabetes type 2, those things, which some things can be genetic, some things can be environmental, and I want to make sure to do my part to reduce those environmental factors as I age so that I can at least give myself a fighting chance. I also want to create a very hostile environment to cancer cells. I mean, everybody has some form of cancer cells in their body, and your body can regularly sweep them away, get them away, fight them, do what it needs to do. However, I would like to present as helpful an environment to my healthy cells and hostile an environment to those cancerous cells so that my body can do its job more effectively. I would rather not walk the road that I have seen all too many people walk when it comes to cancer. I have suffered from acne from a very early age. I used to be highly addicted to sugar, and my skin was just like completely inflamed, completely broken out. I had zits galore. If ever a pizza face there was, it would have been me. I hated it, and I would get awful cystic acne, and it was just painful, unattractive, and such a self-confidence deflator that I noticed when I first cut out sugar from my life, my skin started to clear up. Now, I still get the occasional zit, I still get the occasional hormonal outbreak, but compared to what my life was like even 3 years ago, 6 years ago, 12 years ago, as an adult still getting acne, I see so much improvement in my skin that I don't want to go back to sugar, not for even a moment. So there's a whole host of other reasons why I prefer to stick to a ketogenic lifestyle, eating low carb, higher fat, moderate protein, and sugar-free. I want to make sure that I have the right kind of energy for my body. I feel super tired, sluggish, and incapable when I'm on carbs. I just don't like how I feel. It does help me maintain my weight to eat this way. It's one of those things that it will, I will balloon up when I have a bunch of carbs. And I know it's water retention, but I will also continue to crave more and more carbs if I eat a few carbs. Therefore, I just try my best to steer clear. It's one of those things where if you know flying too close to the sun is going to cause your wings to melt, then you steer clear from it, right? And then ultimately, I figured that a steady state of insulin resistance is a guaranteed way to keep my body enslaved to inflammation and to the current healthcare system that we have. And I don't want to be a burden on our healthcare system. I think that the healthcare system is a useful tool for those who need it. But if I'm generally healthy and I can prevent myself from clogging up the system, I am definitely going to follow that route. I don't want to take away care from somebody who has a greater need than I do when I can make a different choice in my own home and prevent myself from having to go in at all. I don't know where the commenter's heart was when they asked this question, but I definitely appreciated the question because it did make me pause and think and chew on, why am I actually doing this? What purpose does this serve in my life? I want to be here for my family. I want to be here for my friends and my community. I want to be here for experiencing life to the fullest that I can while I am here. And I know I can do that best when I follow a low-carb ketogenic lifestyle. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. I truly appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in my next video.